Yo, Sam, how's your little girl?
She's doing fine. I got a picture from her in the mail. I think her mom helped her draw.
Nice. My kids don't draw me pictures or write or anything.
They don't write because you can't read, man.
Clap it up. But when I get out of here...
Hey, you're going to kindergarten.
You know, I hear they got entrance exams at kindergarten now, Sam. I don't know if Vic's gonna make it in.
Down! Everybody down!
Look out! Don't move!
Sam trusted me because of what we'd been through together in the Gulf. That's why he called me after Third Echelon did their little number on him. He needed someone to watch his back. I was the only one who could.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. I'm your host, Sunstrainer1. We have got mission number 4 for Splinter Cell Conviction. Realistic difficulty. Stealthily as possible. No alerts, obviously, and no takedowns.
We've got a UAV showing 2 men down, your squad leader missing, and presumed KIA. Find cover and hold your position.
So, I've been seeing a lot of comments in the videos saying, hey, why are you playing the game this way? It's meant to be played action-wise, and that's fine. By all means, go and watch all the other thousands upon thousands of people that play this game like an action game. I know that's the way that this game was made, but I just love the challenge of trying to get around every enemy that I can. That's what this channel is known for, and I'm never going to change that. So if that's not your style, by all means, go find someone that you want to see run through and do the coolest of kills and all that stuff. That's great. That's awesome. Go and do it. But remember, this channel is specifically for those of us that just love to know that we could get in and get out and no one knows. That is the purpose of this channel. That's always been the biggest purpose of this channel. And I will keep it that way, of course. So for those of you out there that are still here, what you want to do is wait for this guy to move. As soon as he gets out of your peripheral vision, or as soon as you get out of his peripheral vision, you want to immediately move to the left here and keep going. Utilize the mechanic that allows you to roll. Unfortunately, it is tied to the same button as to get into cover, which sucks, because sometimes you can accidentally get into cover when you want to roll if you're close to something. Just wait till he turns around. You're pretty much safe here at this point, and then just keep moving forward. So really, this whole strategy relies on this guy right here. You need to wait. You can't move up before then, so if you even try to, you're going to be seen by the 3 guards that are there. It just so happens that immediately when this guy starts moving, that's when the level kind of opens up and allows you to be able to sneak by. So you just have to be a little patient here. It took me not too long to figure this section out. I mean, it's pretty simple. The next 2 sections were a little bit tougher to do. I mean, I tried a bunch of different routes. I tried to do it without any distractions, but you really can't because of one guard that stays in the specific place and never moves, and he'll see you every time. I mean, it's too much RNG. So here you just want to wait till he turns around and starts going in the other direction. Once he does, stick as close to the truck as you can. It's pretty tough because you need to utilize the roll mechanic. At the same time, you need to stay as close to the truck as you can. So it gets a little finicky here, but get as close to the truck, get against it, and then do a little bit of, maneuvering around it, and then you should be okay. As you can see, if you're too close, sometimes you'll stick to the cover instead of roll, which can be funny. The next section, up ahead. Once you figure out that you need to make a distraction, the enemies don't always do the same thing, but they do most of the time keep to what you see. Try to stick as much to the left side as possible, because I was going through this the first time, meaning I didn't restart a checkpoint at this point. If you do restart a checkpoint and you miss this, then you'll have to be as right as possible, or guards will see you every single time. Other than that, you can clearly go up here. Actually, you can keep running. Just stick to the right side as much as possible, and he'll never see you. But we're going to jump through this window. This allows us to keep our grenades. We're going to need the grenades for later. But jump through the window here, and it will cause pretty much an alert for this whole section. Wait, don't move forward until that guy turns around. Here, it can be a little unpredictable. My suggestion for you is to wait. I will say that most of the time, literally like 80% of the time, they did exactly this. From every single time that I went through this section here trying to figure out what to do, 80% of the time they did exactly what you see here. So there wasn't a lot of leeway, or there wasn't a lot of changing RNG or anything like that in this section for me. So I got lucky. Maybe you won't have the same luck, but hopefully you do. So wait for this guy to turn around. And once he does and he's going back in that opposite direction, then you can kind of move up. Just be careful. Again, most of the time the guards were always doing the same thing in this. Do not roll or anything like that. Get up against this cover here. He moves to the right. I know because I tried to go to his right side, but you have to go to the left because he turns and looks to the right, although that would have been a lot cooler if he went the other direction. Now here was probably the most difficult part. There's a guard that will see you every single time. You have to do a distraction here or take him out. One or the other. I prefer not to take anyone out. So throw a grenade in the corner here just to get things riled up a little bit. Now this totally changes the level in this section. So this will take you a few times to do. Sometimes this guy will actually maneuver out and you'll have a free clear area to go straight ahead. But sometimes he doesn't. Even if he doesn't, as you can see, you can still get by him. Wait for him to move there. Move up. Do not go to the left side of this wall. Stick to the right because he will sometimes see you. And then here we've got one guard up ahead that's going to be coming right where that opening is. So just wait patiently. Again, stealth requires patience. And that is the biggest thing I think that a lot of people just don't understand when it comes to playing stealth games, is that you got to be patient. Anything that is worth waiting for is worth it in the end. Obviously, I could easily run up to this guy and freaking take him out super easy and then move on. I mean, yes, that's easy. I could do some really, really cool kills here. And the game really wants you to. That's why the conviction's different than the other games. But again, I love that challenge of getting around enemies without them seeing me. Here, this guy pretty much does the same thing over and over again. It's a little difficult. You might have to get lucky a few times here, but if you see him go towards the right section there, stay to his right because he will always look to the left at this point. And you should be able to get around him. Just like the guard we did before, he moved to the right. This time this guy looks to the left. So that allows you to kind of have a little bit of an opening so you can get in. Here it can be a little difficult. You want to try to get to this side of the cover as fast as you can without those guys seeing you. Now you'll notice that here is probably where you're going to wait the most time because you need that perfect where everyone is just looking in different directions. So this guy, obviously you don't want to move forward because he's actually in the area of where you're going to go. So unfortunately, it would have been perfect for us to be able to go if it wasn't for that guy, but you got to wait for him to come back and then wait for your opening. I mean, it's this, once I got past the guard you just saw me get past, it became pretty easy and it was a first time go. Not too difficult here. Again, they could do different things, but that's what learning the AI and learning its behavior and knowing what they do. Most of the time, you know what they're going to do when they do it because there's only a few things they can do as far as when they stop and look in one direction or whatever, and you can easily continue to go. Here is the only part where you have to take people out. I'm sure someone out there probably figured a way to not take anyone out, but you can't do it without like at least getting fired upon or taking a lot of damage or something like that, and that's not what we're going for. Here it's meant to be action, so throw a grenade here and just try to get a few kills. We got 3 kills in that one. And then just wait for a guard to come out here. Let him settle in a little bit so you can get that good headshot in. I always try to go for headshots to limit the amount of weapons that I actually use besides the pistol. Now, this section is not really difficult, and I probably make it a little bit more challenging than I should. I could probably go in there and just kill them all. But here, go ahead, take this guy out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now what you got to do is those guys will always stay right where they are, which makes it a little hard to shoot them from this angle. So try to create a little bit of noise. And doing this will make the guard come a little bit closer, at least one of them. That way you have a chance of taking him out pretty easily. Just wait till he gets settled in and get a headshot in. Now here what you're going to have to do, because you can't quite aim at him from this, you're going to have to go over to the other side. But since there's already an alert, automatic alert, we're not really getting alerted. So to me, it's still undetected because we didn't do anything that outside of the script that meant we got caught, or they just started randomly shooting at us. I mean, they automatically know you're here once you enter this building, and then you can just go for that good old nice headshot there. And then there's no more guards to worry about until you actually get up to Sam. And then you can actually take both of them out by doing CQC. Good old CQC from Snake, huh? Or should I say Sam Fisher's version of CQC. And you can take them both out actually pretty easily. And then the last section is just eliminating as many guards until the that is required.
Thanks, Vic.
Don't thank me till we're out of here.
When's backup coming?
Good question. Wofford Base. This is Husky. I got 2 for a ride out of here.
Husky, this is Wolford Base. You are one lucky son of a bitch. We'll have a bird in the air as soon as we can pinpoint your location.
Roger that, Wofford. We are at...
So one of the really, really cool things is I thought I was playing Sam the whole time the first time I played this, and I think a lot of you out there did too. So it was kind of a nice surprise when we found out that it wasn't actually Sam that we were controlling, but Vic. So shoot the barrels, but just wait until there's guards. Again, this whole thing is scripted all the way to the point of where you kill a certain amount of enemies. So try to get as many as you can with the explosions. You'll get hit a few times maybe here because it seems like every time you pop up there's no blind fire. Throw a grenade or two. You should still at least have one more grenade, and amazingly these guys line up for the most perfect grenade right here. And then that's the end of the level. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next mission. Peace out.
Shit. Sorry, Sam.
Husky, this is Baldwin. You still down there?
Roger that, Mr.
Why don't you boys sit your asses down and we'll come get you?
We're not going anywhere. You hear that, Sam? We're getting out of here!
Thanks for coming back for me, Vic.
You don't leave a brother behind, Sam. You don't leave family.